think we should probably knock this out.
Actually, I've been filming all along.
Oh, really?
Action, ladies!
My name's Jen.
Jake.
John Benedetto.
My name is Matt McNevin.
Mick McGuire.
Britt.
My name's Chris Arnold.
I'm Charlie Young.
Christopher Magruder.
Anthony Brenneman.
Reagan Wilson.
Tanya Beckman-Ross. Leave Carlson.
Dave.
Sabrina like the witch.
Joy. Dasha. Kelsey.
Krista Milana.
What is it?
You're the DP.
Okay.
What are you doing here?
I heard there was food.
All right, it's on now.
Today helping out with audio.
I'm his second AD. I'm in charge of the actors.
I think I'm officially listed as the co-producer, but I pretty much do whatever Mike asks me to do.
My role is basically errand boy, do whatever I'm told, whatever needs to be done.
My official title is co-producer and sound designer.
Doing?
I'm the PA, key PA. So, I run around and grab things.
I studied abroad in Prague, and it's just good times. It's just a lot of bohemian type character.
Like today is day 2, and on day 1, I kind of wound up doing boom miking, so whatever Mike needs me to do, I do.
I'm the photographer.
And I am the makeup artist on the set of Our Last Supper.
Standing in as the hooker.
Executive producer on this project,
In
and
this film, I'm doing grip and gaffer work.
I am playing a hooker.
I am here running the levels and making sure that people don't peek too much and that we have usable audio because that's the most important thing.
Which is the most important part of any film set, is who's in charge of getting Starbucks.
Yeah, I'm the producer and the director and the writer and obviously the guy who builds the set.
When I'm no longer the hooker stand-in, I'm gonna be out there in the wind and when we cold again.
How you direct is casting's everything. The script is everything. If you have the right guys for the right part or right gals, whatever, you don't have to do much because they know what they're doing. All you have to do really is remind them, because you do shoot out a sequence. And actors, if they're good, they're in that moment. So you have to remind them, oh, don't forget, before this scene you were really happy. I know that sounds very, basic, but that's kind of what a director does. They're just there to remind people, and kind of direct it in the way that they see it, how you vision it, and that's a very personal thing. If you have the right people doing the right jobs, directing can be, like you said, it can be a very small part. I've seen directors though who are very, very particular about like how a person holds their glass and how they sit, and I'm not really that particular. I want to trust the actor more. I like the actors to have a good time, and I want them to, if they're the right actor for the right role, you don't really have to tell them how to do their job. It's like saying to a bricklayer, well, this is how you're going to lay brick. If they know what they're doing, you don't have to sit there and watch them. You can manage them, but you don't have to hold the brick and throw the mortar in place and do all that too. So for directing, I think mainly the main thing is just to be the captain of the ship, know that you're going a certain direction. I hate to use that word because it gets kind of ridiculous. And always keep people on the path and on course, which isn't always easy because everybody wants to have a good time, But that's the main thing for a director, to me.
All right. So what are you doing right now with this scene?
Well, I'm not really quite sure what exactly is going on with this scene. I just know that we're just lighting it for 2 people on a table. But I think there's also going to be like hookers coming over in the scene.
I spoke to Michael and he said I'm a great call girl.
We're waiting for the sun to go down so we can shoot a night exterior scene.
For the magic of editing, this is the exterior shot, so it's all facade, everything on the outside. So when you see out the inside of the film, it had nothing to do with this. We found a nice country house. The interior of this place is more like a storage unit, but the outside is very country and really nice. We're in Potomac, Maryland.
But yeah, so pretty much there's just gonna be a lot of craziness going on in this scene. like hookers coming in and out.
So adult.
Some of the guys are gonna bite, some won't.
Bite?
Bite, like, you know, like take the hookers in.
and like start
Some of the guys are like morally opposed to it. So.
The script is about 5 friends who are having a dinner party, and I hate spoiling it, but I love. Can I spoil it?
Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert!
The film is about 5 friends who have dinners together, and this time, you know, a lot of things have changed in all of their lives. They're kind of going through like a midlife type of thing, and you know, I guess they're there and they're honoring a fallen friend, so to speak. And then, you know, you realize it almost seems like a funeral type of situation, but you realize the friend's just getting married. So
This is a story about, you know, these 5 guys, and I wouldn't say it's like a midlife crisis, but in some ways it is. You know, look in their age, or supposed to be like in their you know, mid-late 30s, and yeah, a lot of guys will have that problem at that point in their lives, but these 5 guys happen to have some especially thorny problems for that time in their lives, and yeah, so you can kind of recognize some of these storylines, and I think the thing is a lot of people will recognize that.
This film is about guys, you know, hitting that late 30s, 40 target, and coming to terms with life, maybe what their view of life was and what life has become for them.
It's about a bunch of guys that are friends that get together for a dinner, like once a year, and they're all going through drama in their life right now.
Yeah.
So,
I guess that's what ends them up here.
I guess.
Boys' night out.
I don't know.
Well, you got 5 friends who have this annual tradition of a steak dinner, and you know, in this case, they're all, you know, they're mid-30s, late 30s. They're all having their various midlife crises, and, or just other crises. So it's about friends, but you know, it's about being a man in modern day society, and you know how all the paradoxes that exist. And it's also, honestly, I mean, these guys, they're not perfect guys in any way, shape, or form. You know, a lot of their comments, a lot of their beliefs are pretty dickish. So, you know, it's pretty real. It's some really authentic dialogue, and you know, so I think it works great. It's a very personal film for Mike Marino, which is part of the reason why I wanted to work on it, because I like working on movies that come from a very personal standpoint, that come from that are driven by passion more than anything else, because those are the most fun to work on. No matter how much you get paid, if you're on like a bigger movie, sometimes it feels kind of like drudgery, but it never feels that way with something like this. It's about 5 guys who are sitting around a dinner table, and they're talking about life, talking about death, talking about everything they can think of, and they're all each one of them is facing their own personal issues that through the course of the film gradually comes out little by little, and eventually by the end of the film they kind of make their peace with it, and kind of have, you know, through their camaraderie they can come together and get on with their lives, which is kind of what the movie's about. The movie's really about kind of one chapter of your life ending and then another chapter of your life beginning.
It's sort of about, you know, life changes, I think, you know, and those friendships that move with you through your life and the ones that don't.
A whole bunch of guys sitting at a table talking about.
Have you read the script?
No.
No.
Read part of it.
That's what I said too.
On the surface, it looks like it might be kind of masculine. But did you read the script at all? I thought I sent it to you. You read it, right?
I've read some of it.
You know how we take our. We're serious. What I'm trying to say.
Cock tie. That'd be awesome if that makes it. I would be so embarrassed. That'd be awesome.
good.